Hello guys and welcome to my channel. I watched this video and it really touched my heart. But before I add my own comments, let's just watch a little bit of it first.
I am in Bastrop, Louisiana. This town is in pretty bad shape. Let me show you a map real quick first. See where I am. And in population history, 1980 peak population 15,527. Latest census down to 8922. I am in downtown. What else we got here? I read that they're putting some work into renovating this downtown. I'm not sure how much that's going to do, because this town is a sinking ship. You guys saw the population history. Just one block off downtown. This is what it looks like. The renovation hasn't extended to here. Doesn't look like. Now this town's kind of similar to Gary, Indiana. It was a company town. International Paper had a big mill here. 2008 they closed. Pilgrim's Pride, you've probably seen them in the grocery store. They had a big plant here as well. They closed in 2009. The closing of those two businesses has devastated the local economy, as you can well imagine. And so now the town is just filled with empty businesses and homes scattered throughout. Alright, well, let's see. Let's start with ethnic breakdown. 79% black, 17% white, 1% Hispanic, remaining is mixed race or other. Yeah, so you drive through the town now, and it's just house after house that's been abandoned. Let me give you median household income. $30,069 a year. It's $578 a week. That is, well, I don't have to tell you. That is very little money to live on. As you can imagine, poverty is pretty high. Here it is, 42.4 overall. For school-aged children, 56%. 65 and older, 31. Yeah. All those numbers are really high. Over half the kids live in poverty here. Of course, there's lots of trash on the ground everywhere. Pretty sure all these houses just sitting empty. Let's see, here's cost of living. It's a 77. Louisiana is a 91, as you can see. Healthcare is highest at 103. Housing's 49. Okay, you'll just drive down the streets and you'll see trash piles here and there. Yeah, the devastation you see in this town, it's just unreal. I looked up crime here. It is really high. Last year, 50 incidents per 1,000 people. Compares to 23 for the US. Yeah, well over twice higher. That's what this town is. Let me give you the median home value. $85,400. This is what you see everywhere. You wonder if that's even too high. I was on Reddit looking at some of the comments that people were posting. People who live here. And they were basically saying that if you somehow ended up in Bastrop, Louisiana, you're at the end of the road in life. That's pretty rough, isn't it? Coming from people who live here. It just feels like there is a lot of despair, though, here. I mean, you can just feel it in the air. You can definitely see it in the streets. The city was named after a failed Dutch businessman who fled the Netherlands because he was embezzling, came here, failed here as well. So he went to Texas. He had some success there. He worked with Moses Austin to settle the state. And Moses Austin was the father of Stephen F. Austin. Of course, Stephen F. Austin is one of the founding fathers of the state of Texas. And the state capital is named after him. You'll see a few houses that have residents, and then you'll come upon some that have been abandoned, and the cycle repeats itself everywhere in this town. Looks like something straight out of Mad Max, doesn't it?
Okay guys, my take on this video. I feel that we should not always leave everything to the government. This video or this place is in America, the richest, the richest country in the world and the most powerful. And I know that we have a few, or if not a lot, of rich, wealthy people in the US. Let's mention one or two. Bill Gates, Warren Buffett. These people can revive an abandoned town like this. I mean, why would any town be vacated in the first place? Number one, no jobs. Industries are not there. People can't find job to do, and they have to go to look for a greener pasture somewhere. But we have wealthy people who can revive even the sand. I feel people like Bill Gates should invest in such town. Warren Buffett should invest in such town. They should bring back industries, into this town. And number one thing I think they should do first is all these abandoned properties. They should look into it, buy it over or rent it, pep it up, renovate it, go into the town or the nearest town where they have a bunch of homeless people. What they need to do is bring homeless people into these abandoned properties. Find them or give them some stipends weekly to sustain them, and then gradually bring little or medium industries into this town whereby these homeless people can have jobs to do nearby, so that after some time they too will start earning. Because we have homeless people even all over the US. What are our wealthy people in the US doing? Bill Gates goes to Africa to invest in Africa. I think for any wealthy man, before you can go out of your country to invest outside, I feel you should first search around your own country and revive any abandoned places like this. Invest in places like this before you now go out of your country to go invest outside the country. And the good thing is that I think this Louisiana, this town, doesn't have a history of natural disaster like volcano or tornado, whatever, like in Florida. Guys. So I feel the first time I watched this video, my mind just went straight to the poor and the needy. They are all over the place in the US. Bring them down here. Give them stipends to feed on. Renovate the houses for them. Let them at least try for like a year and see. Even without trying, I know this will work. This will work. This is where rich people, wealthy people in America should invest in. And when they do this, they are sowing unto God, and they will definitely be rewarded. Not that they look into where business can thrive, and that's where they now invest. No, this one, these wealthy people should look into. They should not leave it to the government to do. The Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, just to mention a few, they can revive this town in Louisiana. They can. Like I said, bring the homeless people in. Bring them in. Give them stipends to keep them to sustain them. To now bring little or companies, establish business in the town where these people can, have jobs to go at walking distance or not too far from where they stay. Because this is so much imbalance where you have poor people, homeless people, scouting around the road day and night, whereas houses, beautiful homes like this, have been abandoned, where these poor or homeless people can be housed and revived.
Personality to it, though. This is the greenest state, I think, in the country. Everything grows like crazy here. So nature takes back over with a vengeance.
Did you hear what he said? If I'm not mistaken, he said this is the greenest state in, I think, Louisiana, he said, if I'm not mistaken. And he said things grow like crazy. So that means even this town is fertile. Agriculture will thrive here. So This is like a treasure being wasted away. You know, he said things grows like crazy. So, oh, so I feel so touched. I feel as if I should be given the opportunity to go. You know, of course, I should be, will be financially backed up to go in such a place. You know, grows like crazy. So this town can turn into an agriculture facility. Agriculture town. So this is like a treasure being wasted away. So anyway, my own focus here is that I'm not blaming the government. My own is wealthy people in the USA. Look inward. Leave Africa. Like Bill Gates, I know over the years he has invested so much in Africa, but there's so many places in America where he can, revive. And a lot of other rich people too. It pains me, it hurts me when I see opportunities being wasted away. Being wasted away. I believe that there is nowhere that is a waste. Once there is a, I mean, enough finance, to invest into it. Nowhere is wasted. Even lands that are not fertile, there's so many other things you can do on such lands. So I I appeal to the rich people and the wealthy people in America, most especially Bill Gates, that goes, outside America to invest in so many other projects. He should look inward here. There's so many things that can be done to this town that will bring it up again. And there's one thing I don't like. When I see that some certain towns are so clustered up and are overpopulated, whereas many other towns are scanty. And these are things that should also look into. Probably government should also encourage all these wealthy people, come, Mr. Bill Gates, go invest in us, this town. We will support you, somehow, you know, like I like even spread. And I think even spread is healthy. Places like there are some towns or states that they are real populated, whereas some are scanty, almost empty. So government also should look into allowing or creating uh, even spread of people around, in any country. I think government should always always have this mindset to make sure everywhere is evenly populated. Because I, for one, believe that no land is a waste. I read this passage in the Bible which says that there is much tillage, there is much treasure, in the tillage of the poor. And that is God talking. That means there's nowhere on this earth that He has created that is useless. So guys, I'm sure you got my point here. Comment below, what do you think? Do you think that this land can come up again if these wealthy people in the US can invest into this land? Do you think it's possible? I believe it's possible. I believe no land is a waste if there's any rich person or people who wants to invest into it. We are in the jet age now, digital age. Absolutely, almost anything is possible. And I'm sure all these people that abandon this beautiful houses, they could not afford to stay there. They don't have they are not wealthy enough to sustain themselves here. So we need the rich ones to come and invest. Thanks for watching, guys. Please comment below what do you think. Bye for now.